Folks, welcome back to another daily reading. I am using the Light Seers Tarot, and I've laid your cards out in a Celtic cross spread. Your central theme in your first card is the Fool in reverse. You are really avoiding jumping into a new era, jumping off the cliff, taking a leap of faith, if you will, into something new. It feels like this is born out of past experience, too. Someone said or did things that really hurt you, and that's causing you to be in this particular energy. You're not willing to move forward. You're kind of freaked out about the idea of moving forward to begin with, because I wonder if you weren't in a romantic partnership where someone may have cheated on you, for instance. Maybe it was a group of friends that caused you to be really cautious of being around people on a deep level because whatever happened in the past was deeply painful. It's caused you to think twice around connecting too deeply with other people. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to a romantic relationship. So here it is crossing you. This energy is crossing you. It's pointing towards the future. These are issues that you're going to have to deal with in order for you to move on into the future. With the Fool, you're afraid of falling in love. With the two, or at the very least, if you're not into romantic partnerships, then this is about coming into connection with someone who's going to be a best friend forever. I can't believe I said that, best friend forever. This is about a group of friends, and it's really possible that this might not be so much about a romantic partnership that you're afraid of, but it's about making connections with people that are really deep. I can see that you are deeply afraid of this, and it's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with if you're going to grow into the future and end an era. This, by the way, is in your future. You are being strongly encouraged to end a particular era where you were afraid of connections with others. This is going to be hard work. There's going to be some real healing that needs to take place here because this is painful. This is a minor arcana card connecting to a major arcana card as your central theme. Whatever this was powerful enough that it's caused you to really hesitate to jump into new connections with people. It's caused you to protect yourself. This is in your subconscious position. You have protected yourself so solidly that nobody can get in. This includes people who mean well for you, who deserve to be around you, and you deserve to be around them. It might be hard to imagine that because you've been through such painful events with other people. You're still encouraged to move towards this end of an era and the beginning of a new one, okay? Now this is interesting. You've got these cards coming out together. This is literally the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the very end. Now with the Fool in reverse, that tells me that you're flat out not ready to end this particular era. You're hanging back for the moment. I hope that you don't do this for long. You have zeros next to each other. This is the prime opportunity right now. There might be something going on in your astrological natal transits that kind of suggests that this is an ideal time for you to end an era and start a new one. This might be painful, but it doesn't have to be. Letting go of old memories, old feelings that no longer serve you might be really helpful at this time. In your conscious position, you are kind of out of balance here. You're in too much of the spiritual aspect of yourself, and you're not practicing. Okay, you're not practicing the downloads that the universe is giving to you. You've got your head too far up into the sky. That spiritual purse, if you will, that spiritual bag is much more of a concern to this particular figure right now, as opposed to this much more material bag down here at the bottom. In fact, it's not a concern. Some grounding needs to happen here, some playfulness needs to happen here, but things are definitely out of balance when it comes to you being afraid of this new beginning, either connecting with people on a platonic level or on a romantic level. In either case, it's going to be a really deep connection that you're deeply afraid of. This is in your subconscious position once again. Your defenses are too high. They need to come down. In your advice position, look at this. This is more balance being asked for. The universe is offering you a chance for it to bring things into balance. Now, here's the thing. You might not like how the universe brings things into balance because you're avoiding these particular connections, and this is exactly what the universe wants to heal within you. The question is, are you going to allow the universe in to heal you? If you do, you can bring about the end of an era when it comes to a whole lot of heartbreak. Okay? This is in your outcome position. This is in your future. This is in your advice. Your advice is to bring things into balance so that in the future you can bring an end to the heartbreak that you've been suffering pretty repeatedly. It feels like I was saying in the past, someone did something to genuinely hurt you on a deep fundamental level, and there's going to be a lot of healing that needs to take place, and it's going to be hard. And granted, there's going to be scar tissue for you to look at going into the future. I'm not saying that the healing process won't be hard, but it's going to be a lot easier than what it is that you went through. What you went through in the past, it's possible that time has dulled the feelings in a sense. You've been able to get some distance and get away from some of the feelings associated with this, and healing might require you to recall things that you're really uncomfortable with, that you really don't want to deal with. This was painful, whatever this was. If you're going to bring balance back to how you connect with other people, though, you need to go through the healing process. This is just as much about healing as it is about bringing things into divine balance. This is 14, and it comes, am I right? Yes. This is 14, and it comes after the Death card. Death is all about the end of an era, and it's also about a painful end. Some people aren't ready for it. It just kind of comes to them. And some people do welcome it in. I feel like that you're the kind of person where this ending was extremely painful for you, that these weren't people that you wanted to let go of, but whatever they did was bad enough that that you needed to let them go. And you did, but now you're like overcautious when it comes to people. This is in your environment card. This is the King of Wands. You're not willing to take any kind of action right now, and you're not even considering it. You are seated on your throne. I'm picturing the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, King of Wands. You are seated on your throne. Your fire is all but out. It's going to take you to re-spark things to start to move forward again, and rest assured, you need to do this if you're going to reach your best and your highest self, okay? In your hopes and your fears, you're afraid that you're not going to bloom, that you're not going to ever there might have been some deep connections that you expected to have by this point, and you see other people with deep romantic or platonic connections with other people, and you're wondering why this isn't you. You say that you've done a whole lot of work, and I can feel like you have, because you're at the end of an era, and there might be just some last vestiges of pain and healing that you need to go through, and there might be part of you that wonders if it's just flat out not too late to move into good friendships, good romantic partnerships. And this card says that this is just a fear that needs to be released. Exploitative. I wonder if this fear isn't exploiting some of the very deep wounds that you've gotten from these particular connections, whether they were romantic partnerships or very deep friendships. I wonder if they're exploitations, or this is fear exploiting your very deepest, darkest fears. If there's anything in your 12th house of very deep secrets, things that you don't release to other people, like at all, ever, that might be exploiting something going on in your 12th house of secrets. Also, if you have a Chiron that is connected to relating to other people, having good friendships, you might have a Chiron in Libra, in Gemini, also in Taurus. I just got that. I was also going to say, oh, Aquarius, there we go. Those can be relational on some degree. And I just got on Chiron and Taurus. There might be someone who has a Chiron that is causing them a whole lot of pain in the idea that they may never grow up, mature, reach the milestones that other people in their life have gone through, and it seems just much more easy for them to reach milestones than it does for you. This is about not giving up hope. This is about not choosing not to despair. It's about doing the hard work of healing some real heartbreak that you've gone through, and you can do this. And it's something that needs to be done when you're ready and gradually. This is shadow work. This is also known as Kundalini in some circles, and this is not something that should be done inside of an afternoon. This is something that needs to take place slowly, because this was harmful to you. This hurt on a level that you couldn't imagine. So I'm being asked to close out this reading. Folks, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful healing journey. Take care.